nade on this lifestealer.
He killed him in like 3 swings. Maybe the Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn could be a definite option as well. I like the straight damage, though, from the MKB that does good. But yeah, I think either one.
Look at this though. Vega are losing a couple of members outside of the base. Slayer. Oh, is he gonna survive? Oh, he is. No one didn't have quite enough damage there. Sort of laid off with the last frag. Oh no, he's jumping forward. He wants to finish off the kill. He's not gonna find it though. Slayer already back to base, so Slayer will survive that.
Investing inside the DK. Looking to get a quick, easy jump here.
Oh, Aloha?
Trouble here.
He is in a lot of trouble on his front lines. They need help, and they need it now. The rage of the BKB making it very hard for Vega to come in and stop it. Aloha does his BKB is going to do nothing. That is the Viper gone for 70 seconds. Can they? They need to try and find something in return, but Pash is there indeed with the RP onto both of them. They lose the Shaker. They're going to lose the Pugner as well. Vega Squadron with quite the slip up there in the middle lane. Afterlife. He's trying to run. Can they chase this one down? Gonna have Blink back up? No. Indeed, it's gonna be cancelled. They have the Void. They surround him. And just like that, Vega making a huge misplay there in the mid lane. Aloha Dance going out alone.
That was a freshly purchased BKB by the Viper, but you can't kite an SNY Lifestealer nor a level 18 Dragon form. That's slow, plus the SNY procs. He was not even moving when he was trying to run.
Coming out like this.
He's very alone though. Look at that, the double BKBs, and look how slow this Viper moves.
Nothing they can do to stop Ramses and no one.
Pasha awaiting patiently on the side there, catches the double RP perfectly. Now there's a good amount of damage on the bottom racks. They'll be able to grab at least the 1 melee racks.
Yeah, they're gonna look for more.
They're going for more. There's no buyback on Viper.
They do have buybacks on the other 2, but very short respawns. And just a question, do they expand them as much as they'd love to save them? And then, they're just picking them apart now. Pasha, skewer onto Zayas. They're not buying back. They're holding them. They're just going to accept the fact they've lost 2 racks. Slayer jumps in with the Echo. Doesn't do a huge amount, though, to no one. They just turn, stun up the Viper. No one now BKBs. Goes for the TP out. Says, we're done here, boys. Solo says, yeah, I'll stay behind, lads. Just let them kill me.
Yeah, he knows.
But that's, again, a second rack. Everyone, apart from Solo, is out back to safety.
Do I open the graph on?
9k gold lead. It's going to be,
oh, God.
Nasty. Woo. It's pretty sharp increase there.
Yeah.
Side of VP.
All it takes is 1 fight. And now they have, that was all without the Aghanim's Knights up. It all just kind of naturally came to them. And now with this, the map control and team fight is going to be much easier for VP to take. And their items are really stacking up. Lincoln's on Dragon Knight, building toward the Silver Edge. Ramses actually picks up a full Eye of Scotty instead. He just wanted stats. I thought he'd want some, I guess they don't really need the damage with the Bloodlust and anything. He just wants more stats for the Empower to benefit him more. That makes sense.
Yeah, get that. Yeah.
And how do they run away now at all? And
I don't mean, how do they kill him now as well?
They saw the blast. Blinks the wrong way.
He's got to hide still, though. He's got it. So they found him anyway. Lil comes in across the tree line. No one opens up straight away onto Aloha Dance. He's trying to force himself away. Fish is going to do nothing with the rage out on Ramses, and Aloha Dance is down again. 77 seconds, no Viper, and they may lose more. They'll pop Primal Split. They're trying to turn and fight this Slayer. He does not have Echo Slam available. Jumping from Pasha, gets the skewer onto G. Pugner in trouble. Second man down on Vega Squadron. Zayas, he can't escape from this one either. And again, VP just picking Vega apart piece by piece. Force forward on Pasha. They've got the control. They've got an RP if they need it. They'll lay it down, make sure that they can beat into this brew. No amount of draining will save Afterlife. And G,
gonna go down.
He's brought back into this one. He does decrepify himself with the diffusal blaze there. G gets stunned up. That's a dieback on the Pugner. Triple kill for Ramses.
You can call that a G. Oh, sorry, that was awful. It's game over.
And this took such a sharp turn downhill for Vega Squadron. It looked hopeful for them at the beginning, but as soon as these mid-game fights started to occur and VP had
they're all standing together. They're giving Slayer the Echo. He's running in for the 5-man.
Oh my goodness, the ultimate BM 5 melee in front of this poor Shaker.
Oh, man.
Oh, that is disgustingly beautiful. And I wouldn't have it any other way from them. You've got to love that character.
That was pretty funny. They were like, let him 5-man echo us.
Just
yeah.
rubbing salt into the wounds. We played 5 melee against your Shaker and we still won. VP with the victory there.
They just needed to buy time for this game to
Ljótsbyrja allar helgar kynni Mæri og minni mögu heimdala Vilt vad jag valföder vill förtälja Fornspjöld fira þá fremst mann Soltjör sortna sig Kvarva av himni höjdar stjörnor Geisara i mig vidal nara Lojknar hit i vid himen självan Bræður mun berjast og bönum verðast Mun systrungar sifjum spilla Skölfur Yggdrasils ask standande Ivrit åldna tränjoten lossnar Gaurnugar mjög fyrir gnipa höflir Festur mun slitna en frekir enna Fadlar forsar flygrör nivir Sáar á fjalli fiska veiði Sals hún stanna sólu fegra Gulli þagðan á gimli Þar skulu dig var drottir begja Och aldur
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history. Yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name? Or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah.
Sable and get on top of him to start the fight.
Yeah, that stun into silence, that's his worst nightmare, right?
Mm-hmm.
From his low HP pool.
Stuns and silences versus Pugna
What?
are just...
What carry do you take? You need a diffusal carrier.
versus Chug. Sven's still pretty happy about that. At least they have Healing Ward to synergize with Pugna.
Yeah. I don't know. And then go wild and take like a Huskar.
Yeah.
Chuck Spears.
Oracle Huskar. I mean, that's a great way to go in a game that you have to win. Let's go for the Huskar dirty strat.
That's like the all-in.
Oracle or SD. That's my supports here.
If they got a Huskar Dazzle, would you be in on Vega?
No, not at all.
Huskar versus Sven is still
Yeah, Husk versus Sven is not a bad
Not-
matchup.
not
I'm
good.
just messing around because I think that's what one of the 2 5 positions that they should take, or like A or something. But I'm assuming A is banned,
Yeah.
so SD or Oracle for the Pergus.
They're taking a long time to think about this, though.
I don't. Yeah, because I'm like looking at all the heroes too, and I'm trying to think of one.
It's a Shadow Shaman.
Oh, Shadow Shaman.
Okay, that's some good lockdown, some good stunnage, and it opens up some opportunities. I always do like a Shadow Shaman on a Nature's Prophet team. The pressure is always there.
Yeah,
It's true.
You can get some
Nice,
sneaky stuff going.
but you're
That's
slow,
pretty
and your
pushy.
team fight's kind of
Yeah, but you know, as long as your team can take out 3 guys, you're pretty much guaranteed a tower.
right.
with a
So do you
Shadow.
take sniper here?
On VP.
Yeah, do you take like sniper or Mirana?
I think it could be fine. I think the thing is that I think it looks like Vega is just going all in.
They really are. We got, what, 3 heroes that take towers with incredible force?
I'd really like to see sniper.
Yep, stall the game and
It's also just
That's
good
great.
against all the wardish heroes.
great in the lane. Great for to kill the Shadow Shaman wards. No real like thing to get in his face right now. It's just the sanking once he gets Blink Dagger. I guess they just probably team laning phase, you could say.
Sniper, Mirana, SF.
They take the bat first.
Okay.
Bat first.
That's really nice against Pugna.
And you have a Lich already, so Lich Bat Rider or Earth Spirit Bat Rider, that's a pretty terrifying dual lane. And there's, I mean, now I think they have to pick something like Jug on the side of Vega, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure VP's going to ban that.
There's already so much armor on the side of Virtus Pro, though. Don't you want to have something magical?
Well, or a diffusal they carry. Like,
Yeah.
and Jug's
You need a
got both.
diffu carrier.
Yeah.
If they were really sick, is Arc Warden still enabled?
He still is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that the answer? The pocket pick?
Never the answer.
They banned the sniper, of course, from
Oh, did
Vega,
they?
Vega does, yeah.
Just now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy.
Dang. Should have picked it first.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if VP.
Or maybe it
cared.
was
I think
never a
VP's like
plan.
whatever.
Well, VP might just play Dragon Knight again, mightn't they?
I wanted something fun like an SF.
Sure, I mean, I'd love to see no one SF, yeah.
Cool with that. Or Meepo.
Oh, yeah, no one Meepo. Is this a good Meepo game?
Isn't it? It's annoying against. It's hard to play against Sanking, I think. It's
Okay.
annoying at least.
They
I-
banned the Weaver,
don't
so they're just looking at the last few heroes that could be decent in laning phase.
There's like
Vega, but
Void who gets a diffusal, Jug.
Come on, pick Meepo.
Void's not that bad, I guess. I mean, it's still slow.
You could take Lifestealer yourself.
They're going to pick
10
Meepo.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, Void, Lifestealer. Yeah.
Mom.
Just the Bat Rider.
I thought they
Win.
would take
5
Mirana or
seconds
something fun
remaining.
like SF.
I hope VP. Yeah, VP's gonna.
Or even an Alk game. Radiance carriers are really nice against Nature's Prophet.
They still have a lot of time to think about it. If they want to take it, they can have it. 1.5 minutes. I mean, it is Virtus Pro. You kind of don't know what they're gonna do. They can play so many. Like their hero pool is so deep, and on top of that, sometimes they do just want to have fun, and then nobody can predict what they're gonna do.
Come on, Meepo.
Some strength or agi hero probably for no one. Not wanting to deal with Pugna too much. Scaling hero.
Is Ember really hard to play against Pugna mid?
The lane is, the lane's tough, but in the grand scheme of things, it's okay. But they do have okay lockdown. Insta disable from Shadow Shaman. I wouldn't put it past them though. I don't think that'll be their hero though.
What could it be? Any suggestions, Jake?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe they could get a.
If you sit like that for 20 seconds, I'm sure it will come to you.
I'm not playing that game right now. I don't know. Another ranged hero would be nice.
But they just picked 5 melee.
Yeah, you know. Now it's range time.
Now it's range time.
They could use a little push guy.
They could ram them. But they don't. They
No.
couldn't.
Oh, they
Yeah.
take
No.
Well, some of them can get a diffusal blade.
They can
Sure.
get one for themselves, yeah. That hero.
Against the Pugna.
This is the more important pick, in my opinion. I feel like this one has to be real good
Mm.
if they're gonna have a chance here.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you're the lesser teams, I would say you need to outdraft your opponent.
Ooh,
Or-
are they trying to?
yeah.
So are they trying to just put like this PL with the Earth Spirit roaming in, just to try to dive this Pugna over and over again or something?
Probably.
That's what
They
it looks like
could.
to me.
But you can also do some like weird wonky aggro stuff.
Yeah.
and like put Lich in Sven, and then have Bat 1v1 NP.
I do like that.
Because Shaman's kind of okay. There's like just like
one
a
of the heroes.
designated.
Yeah, diffuser blades. Yeah.
It's like you're taking Void or you're taking Lifestealer. There's just like 3 heroes you're gonna always play against Bat.
Is it enough?
No.
You're still gonna go for first pro.
I was writing them early on. I feel like last game was a pretty rough draft and they still made it work.
Yeah.
Virtus Pro.
Do they have a better draft? Like if you're saying if we compare to last game,
yeah, it's a lot better than it was last game.
Gotta go with VP as well. I thought not a great game for Shaman. I don't think.
We are heartless. I'm going for first pro as well. I really hope that Vega can prove us wrong, though. Let's find out that they can. Game number 2 on the way right now with ODPixel and Fog.
Thank you very much. And indeed, the final game of the day. Virtus Pro versus Vega Squadron. And what have we here? We have that final pick, the Aloha Dance Faceless Void, to kind of switch things up a bit. Is it enough, though? That's the question. For VP proving to be the VP that we've come to know and expect. It's always going to be a hard matchup for Vega Squadron. Do they have some things that they can work with here to their advantage, you feel?
They've really got like heroes that can combo inside of the Chrono with the Pugna and the Sanking. It's not just like one hero that can combo, it's multiples that can actually hit inside of it, and they've got that kind of push lineup going for them too. But like it's hard to really go against VP in this region with just how dominant and how confident they really are playing every single time. And this is also, they're playing with Lich, and it looks like the early game is always going to pretty much go in the favor of the Lich, even though they have PL in like not the best matchup versus Pugna, but they're going to be able to roam. Lich is going to be able to solidify one lane completely, and then Batrider should be able to do just fine in his matchup.
Yeah.
I want to see if Pasha tries to go for that creep cut again like he did the last game.
He does seem to like doing it, doesn't he? Yeah, and on a bat, it's as easy as any. Pull that off pretty safely. I guess there's a little bit of lockdown he has to be a little wary of being caught by if they are in position up at the top to begin with.
Let's see if Slayer can go ham, pretty much.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, a lot of it's been down to Slayer. He had a good showing at the start in the last game, but yeah, as it sort of went on, the power and farm that VP had just overran them. And there's very little you can do. I mean, it's always going to be a tough game as a Shaker against a Lifestealer and DK core. That has that much farm, especially once the BKB's out in the Dragon Knight.
Like you said, they played pretty well. It's just they got dismantled at one point, just like one small mistake versus VP, and I mean VP capitalizes on those type of things. That's what happens when you're playing versus like the absolute tier 1 team. Yeah. VP's one of the best at the moment, and the best actually in CIS. Let's see if they can do anything though. Afterlife playing the Nature's Prophet. He had a little bit of a rough one earlier. He kept dying when he would successfully TP in and kill like one of the supports, but then pay with his life. He had the same kind of thing happen to him the other day. And his Batrider today also, he struggled super hard. He went ATOS, he got like a 30-minute blink. He's been having a couple rough games for sure. We'll see how much he can do as Nature's Prophet this game around though. VP smoked up, Vega as well. Let's see if we have a battle coming out. With Solo's positioning. Is Solo going for a courier snipe this game? He just might be.
He could do.
Look at them pinging him out. No one sees him. No one walks into He's got doppel scaled. Yep.
Can he get out of this? They are going to chase him with the blast. Always just enough. First blood. Yeah, you saw them sort of memeing, joking about as he was one of the ones pinging on a Solo. Having a bit of a laugh, but then I'm sure that laugh in the chat came to an end as soon as those guys were there as he walked up to the high ground.
Yep, Solo's going for a courier snipe, but G, they might walk into him.
He's got to keep hitting.
He's got to stay hit. He's getting in between the trees. Sure. Lilbo in position here, trying to contest a bit for this rune. He might be able to get it. He does get it. And is he going to just roll away? He's going to make the space a bit. Roll's actually on cooldown, but he is out of here.
It's close though. Taking quite a bit of a beating. And of course, Solo's going to move away from the potential courier snipe.
Yeah.
G, obviously with the first blood, already got the delivery done.
Exactly.
Here's that, the pull. Pasha taking a bit of a new route though. So he drags it right back round behind the tier 2. Oh, okay, he just farms it up here.
He's going to TP after pulling all the creeps here, right? Yeah. Oh, this is cute. This is a cool play here. making sure that he's going to get a lot of experience here. Let's see if Vega does what they should.
Oh, that's really nice, actually.
So Vega is at least, they're pulling the creeps into the neutrals as well and trying to double up the farm, at least for that. Exactly what you're supposed to do here. But yeah, double wave going to be going in his favor in bottom lane. Stun comes out, Lil rolls in. Afterlife though with the treants. Lil is taking a lot of damage. If he can get body blocked, he could be in some trouble here. Slayer, Lil is dead.
Yeah, that is a really cute treant play. No doubt about it, Afterlife. Coming out, will stop there to get the kill. Yeah, ready. Minute in, couple of kills for Vega Squadron. Similar sort of showing as we saw it last time. These guys, you know, they know how to handle the lanes.
Pasha cutting all the side trees there.
Here's those creeps that he was
Courier snipe. Afterlife, unable to get it. He's got boots under the tower.
No.
He gets the uphill hit. They have the ward. But he dies though.
I mean, that's a hashtag worth in his eyes.
Didn't he, wasn't it just saying how he TPs in and dies?
He
right?
does.
He does
it's
literally
literally
so
after. Oh, though, Lil.
Oh, the courier. He doesn't have the roll either.
One little bug.
But Lich, Solo might get
Dude,
it.
that courier looks like a Weaver.
It does look
Look
like
at it go. It's like Weaver's challenge cousin.
Still, Solo's gonna get it though. What is this? Is some crazy shit going on.
This is the kind of CIS action that we expect from
I love it.
Straight up battling in very peculiar positions.
Yeah. Pasha's doing great in top though, as expected after getting that excellent pull.
Jonesy's farm looking. He's been slowed down a little bit by the presence of Afterlife.
Just a little bit.
Just a bit. He's got one back. Three of them down there. There's a lot of potential. Mid lane.
No one's really struggling.
He is getting BTFO'd this lane.
Yeah, it's a really hard matchup already, and the Pugna gets first blood. Oh my god, no one's gonna have a really tough one. He's gonna need his teammates to pretty much bail him out of this one. That mid tower could die very early.
In a 6 minute, 7 minute, this pace. Earlier. No one having to make these long walks back to base. They're painful. Very painful.
Starting to make rotations. Pasha's going toward mid with Lil.
The kill would be absolutely fantastic. They're going all in on this one. They need to somehow slow down the Pugna. Nice kick back.
He's
dead. Absolutely. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Firefly out. In fact, Zayed, he's come across here. He could be in trouble as well. They start to get the napalm building. He's looking to get back underneath his tower, but Lil rolls in, makes the connection. Prayer Fire won't save the Shaman. That'll be 2 kills thrown away in the mid lane as VP a very successful rotation.
We said they need to bail him out a little bit, give him that assist in the mid lane. Yeah, he really needs that. Bringing himself some extra regen. Bottle almost going to be finished on the PL. But lots of experience with a very high level Pugna. Bottom lane, Slayer. Trying to put some pressure, but there's Lich Armor.
Slayer back away at the top of our dance. Time walks away from Pasha. Lil on to Slayer, him and Solo, just forcing the Sand King back all the way as they can away from this bottom lane. Make sure that more space is there for Ramses on the Sven G. Double damage in the bottle. Still, this mid lane matchup himself, despite going down, maintaining a very good lead in the farm.
Yeah,
to no one.
He just has the freedom of always spamming and pushing. PL can't spam and push the wave back.
There's no push at all, yeah.
Always can threaten. And here he goes on the tower. Yeah, the tower's dead is when the catapult comes, 100%. They might set up on him though, expecting him to make that commitment to the tower, but Slayer,
he's prepared.
Also coming in to help his buddy, getting that ward down.
Bring in the Lich.
Yeah, they're bringing everyone. They know he's gonna go for the tower here. See Slayer.
Actually, yeah, starting to play. Slayer. Look for the Sandstorm. And of course, they're just going to continue to stack up the napalm. Slowly burn this tanking mid lane. There's the kill. G already gone. Zayed's tried to come in to help.
Oh, he's dead too now.
He pays with his life. I mean, they did get the tower, but it's a costly one. Losing 2 heroes, throwing away their lives.
I love seeing teams like do that though. You know he's gonna superly aggressively commit for the tower, so might as well bring multiple heroes in response. Very deep wards coming out from Vega in the meantime. Pasha very active on the back line.
Yeah, consistently leaving that mid lane, sorry, top lane to help out, and it's
nice scan by them. They get the scan on the shrine there, kind of expecting G to make that rotation. Since he already took mid tower, the most obvious one next is to go bottom, take that safe lane tower, and Ramses easily gets out. And now goes and farms jungle.
Five to 2. They'll lead the Vega squadron only slightly once again. They'll go for this bottom tower. We'll see if VP want to do anything to try and stop this, or do they just accept this tower loss? It's one of the hardest to defend.
They don't have deep push on their lineup. It's only Firefly. That's tower's gonna die. That's the nice thing that they do have going for them on. Oh, they do get Pasha here. On Vega, they have that push lineup that we were kind of talking about with Pugna, Nature's Prophet, and eventually when the Shadow Shaman does get 6. Great to get the mid tower and the safe lane tower. They can get aggressive to watch. We're just farming.
Sweeping down here as well. They've found some action. Stone does come out. G. He's not even going to get the kill. In fact, he's in trouble himself. Rear Lance comes in, and G's gone.
Oh, he misclicked and started draining his Sand King instead of cleaning up the Lich with the life strain. He still would have probably paid with his life, but at least he would have gotten a kill out of his efforts. And now Afterlife, he walked into the wrong territory, my friend.
Yeah, Napalm starting to stack up. They'll get the flame break back, allowing the range for no one to climb in. Loadouts comes forward. He does have a chrono, but already his teammate is down. No interest in popping it there. Backs away from the situation. Continues to push on top. Bottom lane. Slayer coming through again. Ramses with the stun. Cancelling the sandstorm off the creep, and Afterlife come in, makes this a 2v1. Ramses has the war cry, trying to juke it. Sprout pushing him back, trapping him even deeper in the tree line, and Vega Squadron will take down Ramses' Sven. Up top as well, Pasha tried to go for the lasso, but Loa does going in, dropping the chrono, allowing Zayas to close in for the further lockdown. It's enough to bring down the bat.
Looks like Afterlife's getting a medallion so that they can, I guess, go for that early Roshan with their lineup, since otherwise they wouldn't really be able to take it. They have the Shadow Shaman wards, but throw a medallion on top, they actually can threaten to go for the Rosh after all these tier 1s. And with that tier 1 and tier 1 bottom, as I was mentioning, they actually can always see where the Sven is farming in the jungle. So that's just his territory.
Lane. Slayer, they do have a lot of heroes invading this jungle. They really want to try and shut down this area. As you say that the Sven trying to commandeers with 1300 on the Batrider blink. And they do need some sort of job. They've got Lil at the moment.
They have level 6 on Zayas here.
Oh yeah, he wants to take a tier 2.
They're setting up the Firefly already for Pasha. That's their only deep push, as we were mentioning. So he has to be there if they want to go for those kind of plays, and he will be. Push them away from that tower. And look at Slayer is being so obnoxious. Ramsey's trying to farm jungle, Slayer stuns in, takes the creep from him, and then no one pings him and says well played. Farming game coming out though, VP, bit greedy of a draft until the Batrider gets some more levels. Of course they have Lich, but PL and Sven both take quite some time to get online.
Oh, look at that. They actually dropped the wards for that one. Solo, he's getting a good chance to walk off. Will finally get taken down by the Nature's Wrath. VP, Ramses trying to turn Pasha. Looking for a last opportunity. Will grab back the tank. No one. Moving on to Shaman, chasing him down with a Phantom Rush. Doppelganger. He's fighting very close to the wards though. With that blast, no one. He's ticking down low. He just get out of there. And then life drain ends up being enough. But G could pay for this one. Lil rolls forward. They continue to fight around these wards. Ramses gonna go down. These Serpent wards do his
and the chrono.
Oh, and now they've got the chrono. Loa Dance comes in, grabs both of them. Pasha's gone. They'll get the double. G picks it up. Oh, Vega there with a beautiful fight in the Radiant jungle as VP. They just, sort of dance around those wards for a little longer than they should. He ends up beating down no one and beating down Ramsey. Look at that man go. Those wards, MVP.
Yep, it did about, the Shadow Shaman ended up doing the most damage in the fight. 2,096 from him, The next one to show you the scale of it was the 1400 from Pugna, which is one of the highest damage dealing heroes in the game early on. But Shadow Shaman, they picked the fight perfectly around those wards. All 5 heroes from the VP ended up dying. Afterlife now mid, overstepping his bounds. Kind of picked off. Deep aggressive wards continuing from Vega, being sure they can keep eyes on those Ancients areas, but VP knows he's here this time. He needs to get out of there. He's got the wind lace. He's trying to run away. And he should be fine, meeting up with G.
Still on Ramsey's no intention of fighting inside and chasing that beat. The potential backup being there. Close his lineup. 10, 4K.
Courier snipe.
Alright, didn't have anything on, but still, yeah, Courier snipe's Courier snipe. Now, Afterlife, as we've been saying over time and time again, he's a bit of a habit of, oh!
He's fine.
He is fine. By the boulder smash off point, Lil makes a guess for it, and it's the wrong direction.
Getting juked around the trees, not having vision there, but Vega did have vision, so Afterlife could play a little bit around that. Pretty rare to see Lil make that mistake though, right? I think he wanted to probably pull the trees first to get the vision, right? You cut the trees down so you can see everything. But I think he probably thought that Afterlife had started the TP already. There's a small little play coming out from Afterlife. At least he lives though, gets the courier.
He does, he lives this time, yeah.
And now they continue. The Chrono's going to be up in about 15. They've got Epicenter. Continuing that aggression into that VP jungle as we were saying. But smoke comes out. Solo has Chain Frost. They're walking directly into Vega.
It's close.
The Pugna ward is set up.
Oh, he's gonna jump through. There's the instant hex ready to go, but Passion moves forward. Chrono comes out, and it pretty much catches them all. Slayer, he does have the epis, not revving it up though. It doesn't need to by the looks of it. The right clicks from Aloha Dance are enough. Double kill.
They're committing for the Ancients
too.
they're
near. They are stealing those. They've got the wards down. They're taking this away from Ramses. A very painful loss, not only dying, but losing that crucial farm that he needs to keep himself in this game. And look at the net worth difference in the heroes. Ramses sitting at 4.2k net worth. That's an incredibly poor Sven.
Oh, yeah, that's their catch-up method, and it's gone now. Vega really understanding the priorities to take this game. Everybody in position, the perfect fight. Look at the Nether Ward, 3-man Chrono on top. Just eradicated.
I mean, as I said, it just goes to show you how well it's going. The fact that Slayer didn't even need to epic.
Yeah. PL and Sven, they need time. PL could not come into the fight there. He was just farming up on the side. He's gonna have Diffusal finished up at least for him, but Ramses with no recovery method now with his Ancient stolen. And that's nice though, too. Aloha Dance goes into the other Ancients on the... He takes the big creep and leaves the 2 smaller ones.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, Lil.
To pick. This is looking...
This is not good.
9k gold lead, 14 minutes in.
Blink
this
Dagger.
is getting crazy.
Blink Dagger, Sand King.
Oh, but, I mean, we're at a point where... Is the Shadow Shaman... The Shadow Shaman's nearly as rich as Sven. That is...
Yeah.
That's the position that Ramses isn't often in. You know, this is a guy who normally always fights his fun, but everything in this game just being pitted against him. And yeah, Vega just controlling the resources of VP really nicely in this game too.
It's gonna come down to, can they push the high ground though with their advantage? At this moment still, of course, not yet able to, since they do need a good amount more time. Pasha though has the blink on the back to try to go for these type of catches to bring him back into this game, but yeah, VP just needs time to recover this commanding start by Vega. They're not so far behind that. Top lane.
Yeah, God's going pop. A kill is a kill.
God,
they can get it though, and they can't. They don't have enough damage. Dice turns up, they have to sprout. Ramses' war cry starts to run. The hex up onto Lil, into the shackle. They've got him controlled. Ramses is just getting out of it. He does not want to be a part of this one. Lil drops the magnetize, trying to finish off Afterlife, but he'll survive. Lil will not, however. And another pick off for Vega Squadron, and that was off the back of Virtus Pro. They really wanted to find some sort of action that would give Ramses a bit of gold. But even the two of them with the God Strength, they just can't deal with even the Nature's Prophet at this stage.
With the medallion picked up with Phase Drum, that is a tanky nature, and the 250 health talent on top of that as well. 1300 HP with 13 armor. Yeah, but that just shows how underfarmed Ramses even is. He was hitting him on edgy treads for a while, but it still doesn't matter. They're really stacking him damage.
Oh boy, and 15 minutes in, there's a diffusal blade on the Void.
Yeah, and they go into the Roche pit now with the medallion with the Shadow Shaman wards. Easy Roche for Vega. Will Pasha go for a steal here? I think that's the best play that they can do.
He wants to. He certainly wants to. Does he time it right though?
There's a chrono on Aloha.
Oh, it's up. Aloha toying around with it. Back with this timing, Firefly's going to wear out before it's got. In fact, they're sort of backing away from this. Afterlife heads up to the top lane.
They're trying to pick a fight.
Yeah, and oh, there's the jump.
Yeah.
Shot to Lil. Lowadal still wanting to drop the chrono just for an Earth Spirit. And G on the sidelines though, he's picked up the Lich. He's going in deep, he's going in big, he's taken down one. Backs up to join the rest of the team. Still there, Passion, no one.
The Lich is the big team fight, and Lil actually has only one stone.
Oh, and Eloa, he just goes. He knows that the Baz's going to be the pesky one that's looking for the snipe, and he will punish him straight up onto Pasha. He's gone. Pasha buys back for this. There's now no chrono, there's no epicenter. But VP know they have got a sort of an opening to go for it. Ramsey jumps in with the God Strength, looking for an opportunity, finds the stone onto 2, but he's getting sprouted, hexed up, he just doesn't have the damage. Aloha just turns to the Sven, beats him down with the damage with his diffusal blade. They're falling low on Vega, but it's VP again. They're losing numbers to the plus 2.
The chain frost?
Well, that could clean up Aloha if the bounces are good, and oh, they are. Aloha's gone. Vega have lost 4. No one's still alive somehow in this. There'll be a buyback from the Pug. Afterlife will get out with the TP. G, can he clean up? He does get Lil. Roshan, amongst all this chaos, is still alive. Afterlife comes in with the cut-off. Sprout onto Solo. Nether Ward down as well. They should have the damage, and they do. Decrepify with the blast does it.
It's a G buyback, though, that they're enforcing. That's a decent gold stream that they can pick.
Yeah, and a little bit back for VP. If Vega do get the Roshan, though, I think they're still pretty okay with this, though, because they did kill so much of VP.
But no one got a lot in that fight. He got so much gold. He's got the Will to Travel finish. He didn't have to use a single diffusal charge somehow either. And he cleaned up a couple of the heroes there, just from that one buyback from Pasha. And I thought it would go worse because Lil had one stone to work with. He was couldn't spread the magnetizer or anything there. He had to really just use his resources as best as possible, and they did. And it's a decent swing for VP, but overall Vega definitely quite happy. But yeah, no one has now taken the top network somehow.
Ramsey's just working his way back up. Then Vega picked up. Heart, the next in line for the purchases. No on bottom lane.
They could find this with Lil rotating in third. Yeah, they disable him down.
Have a good go. Oh, that lasso coming in at the perfect time. Not a frame too early or too late. Top lane, they will lose Solo, but they went up. It's the Solo Lich.
Yep, Solo is fine with always dying in those type of situations. They didn't even actually need Lil there. That's kind of surprising with the level 2 God Strength.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fireproof.
VP's starting to slowly climb their way back in the base.
Afterlife's most picked hero, the Nature's Prophet. 2 and 5 with the hero though, but that's most of this Vega is not having the most success at the moment. VP trying to claim everything they can while that Faceless Void is down. Able to clean up that mid tower after killing the Void too. So yeah, some small gains. But Vega's still definitely looking pretty solid. They need to keep up this advantage though.
And this is... No, it's definitely one of those games where the longer it goes on, yeah, VP, I think they're fine playing for the late game, aren't they? Get the spell and PL. Yeah. Sure, I mean, you know, having a Void, that's always going to be Chronosphere, you know, it's the same spell at any stage of the game. But the fact that VP had the potential to have these 2 hard-hitting, right-clicking cores.
You can get to a point where, once the BKB comes out on the Sven and the heart comes out on the PL, that's where it becomes a lot harder for Vega to take the fights. But they're trying to use that area to take as many towers as possible.
Solo out of the base again.
Did he get the armor on the tower? No, he didn't get the armor on the tower. But Pugna Blast goes through it. Too much. Pause comes out from VP.
See much Vega want to try and force this. There's a Chronosphere.
I think they're going to try to threaten and force more heroes back. You see Pasha already setting up, as we talked about. Oh, actually, is that a TP coming up? Yeah, okay. So Tanking's already TPing toward top to try to defend the tower, but Pasha TP's back, already trying to thwart this push that they're doing, because he's only D-push. No one going to continue that. Farm bottom. They're ready to go.
Is he going to be able to catch Ramses up top? Or is he not looking to?
With the bots coming in from the puzzle too, Ramsey's in a lot of trouble. He's out.
Oh, he is so deep.
Dead to Sandstorm.
That was, yeah, overstepping the mark just a tad there by Ramses.
Quick TP by Slayer. Ramsey's blinked in though for the creep wave, so does get punished for that.
I've got those Serpent Wars ready to drop once again, very, very shortly. If they want to try and break the high ground now, could be the time to do so. As I say, I'm pretty sure that this lineup, Vega wants to end the game sooner than later.
Yeah, Void's still one of the better late game heroes, but he doesn't flash farm like a Sven.
Yeah.
Or like a PL.
And it's much more, you know, he has to get that Chrono. Yeah. Very reliant on that. If he fluffs it up or isn't given the chance to cast it, then suddenly he can get very easily controlled by DP's lineup. Lots of disable. Oh, I'd have to be very, very careful about pushing up into when it comes to it. But at the moment, Ramses are being taken off down on the top lane. He's still getting the space as the waves push in to farm closer and closer towards that BKB.
11k gold lead for Vega. 7,000 experience lead just about. Ward spots the Void making the rotation toward top. We might see VP all go up there to try to pick a fight. Heavy off the mark by Slayer. They have the ward on the high ground there. And Aloha trying to find a catch here. Stop cancels the chrono. Pasha now hitting.
Oh, he's in so much trouble here. Aloha, he's gone.
Oh, those are mistakes that they can't be making.
Big mistakes indeed.
I mean, it's still a 10k deficit, but that's a big pick up there. And they're continuing. They're trying to pick up the Shadow Shaman. The Hex comes out. He's got the blink up as well, but the Urn unable to tick before the blink goes off. Well, still continuing the chase, but doesn't seem like he should catch him.
That's a little too far for him to go.
Yeah.
But yes, these little deaths like this, the sort of swung game one back around in favor of VP.
Yep.
Now, this is obviously a larger lead this time around for Vega Squadron. They are crushing it much harder this game.
And they actually have like Roche threatening heroes, unlike last time where they couldn't really do it as well. And it's going to be hard now finished up for VP, and the Aegis gets reclaimed off of Vega. Yeah, this no one PL is quite large.
He's farming up a tree.
The only one
has the heart done.
Yeah, he gets caught in the chrono, he can get isolated and die. But into that, really wait for him to get killed unless he gets a full lockdown. And continuing to steal the Ancients. Look at this Shadow Summon.
How's he gone in again?
Taking a double slash, I think it was just a double stack, but he just full commits his wards for it every time.
I mean, that at this stage though, is that still worth? Like, do you not want to be thinking about trying to push each time with they're on, or
don't think they can? Okay? I don't think they can go high ground even with the Pugna wards. They can threaten to like force heroes back, but as for full committing onto high ground, it's still very difficult because you're playing versus a Batrider Lich lineup. Lich armor is going to slow it down so heavily. If Batrider catches one hero, you can just chain feed after them. It's so risky. Maybe with the BKB on Aloha, he's getting closer and closer to it. Still about 1,000 gold away for that Faceless Void, but Ramses does have his BKB finish now on the Sven, building toward that SNY next. He's got good timing. Well, he's got actually pretty good timing, you could say, on that Sven BKB blink Mask of Madness after the, the tough start that he had, having his Ancient stolen, having his lane pressured by the Pugna Nature's Prophet so heavily. He should be, I think that they're pretty happy with the way that it's kind of turning out to be. A lot of the deficit in the net worth is, I mean, Solo never farms on the Lich or on majority of his heroes. Here we go for another pickoff. Slayer spotted. Quick blinks out from both supports. That stone just misses them from the geomagnetic grip. They would have caught one of them if they stopped the blink.
Lane G. Gibby, of course, is next. He can get his spells off in this fight without being disabled by a huge amount of control that VP do have. Ag's obviously the dream for Zayat. He gets it.
Seems to be like almost clear-cut standard build now for the Pugnas.
Yeah.
The Veil, the Interlens, box Ags, VP. About to be level 20 on G on that Pugna as well for that plus 150 cast range would be nice. Are they able to bring down Nolan here? They've got the Hex, they've got the precision with the Orchid. Or step onto the high ground though.
Absolutely clutch there from VP, and now the wards they used in vain, not going to find anything at all. No one's going to regen fully back up with that heart. It's a solid attempt by Vega, but ooh, they've got to be careful now. Ramses on the hunt, seeing if they can catch anyone left behind. Afterlife with silence onto the bat, but it doesn't matter. Ramses is there with the stun, there's the boulder smash from Lil. It's a pretty beefy nature Prophet, but it's certainly a dead one.
So much gold going to Lil. 600. Oh, G actually gets behind as well. Oh no, he's going to go down.
He's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He'll drop down the wall, but they have diffusal blade charges to play with. Jump forward up to high ground for no one. G should be in trouble. His Slayer's trying his best to save him. Comes in.
Oh my goodness.
They're inside, so they're trying to turn this one around. They've got the Shackle, they've got the Hex. Their silence comes through though, and the Boulder Smash. Oh, not going to connect, but it doesn't look like it matters. Stormhammer's there. As Ramsey throws out the stun. Pause the ghost. Oh,
it's perfect.
Oh, it does. He catches 4. A lower dance, allowing the potential turnaround. It doesn't look like it matters. The bounces from the chain frost.
Oh my
and
God.
The damage from Ramses is too much. He's chasing them down. They've lost 3 on Vega Squadron. Slayer going for the Sandstorm. They don't have detection.
They're all time dilated too, so they don't have the spell to bring him out of it.
Lil to control them up. Slayer again. The Sandstorm now. It's the backup coming in again for Vega. They've had the Nature's Prophet teleporting in. They're trying to finish up with the kicks there. They're trying to buy space for no one. It's not going to work though. They've got enough punch. Vega take down the PL. Lil going for the TP out. Will make it. No bash or stun in time.
Goodbye, Solo.
Solo indeed is not going to be as fortunate. The Sprout comes out. Slayer jumps in with a Burrow Strike. Wow, a situation that could have definitely got a hell of a lot worse for Vega Squadron if a low hard arts didn't come in with that beautiful Chronosphere.
Is that 7 earn charges used by Lil? That's 7 earn charges in one fight. Oh my goodness, G living so long though, and the fight just... Everybody, look at where Aloha's running from. You see his dot on the map, running from the bottom river all the way up to the fight. Gets a 4-man Chrono, but with the Chain Frost as well as Ramses coming in with the BKB God Strength. Good amount of damage coming in and able to clean up a couple heroes there. And these type of fights is really scrappy, but it benefits VP because that's exactly what they want. And it's the first BKB showing from both the Sven and the Void. They just didn't have detection for Slayer, otherwise he would have probably died as well. He made a lot of space with that Sandstorm.
Yeah, big kills to pick up off the back of that fight there, especially getting no one on that PL. Still at the top of their net worth, but it just goes to show you that he is worth a lot.
Yeah, such a long fight though.
Yeah.
It's pretty absurd. I think it was, yeah, I saw like 11 or 12 time walks. I don't know. That was a crazy extension that ended up happening. Though. You saw. Still increases a little bit more for Vega though. Doing all this because they need to properly force the waves out with that Wrath initiative over and over again. Increases their farm more. But Ramsey's getting online.
Yeah, he's pretty much got the SMY done.
Careful,
he's pushing the table though. Smoke up from Vega Squadron.
They really need the Manta as well next on Phantom Lancer. We saw the Orchid coming in there to play. Got silenced up a couple times, yeah. They're smoked up. They might be able to find him here.
Oh, that would be...
Smoke breaks, G.
Beautiful.
They know that they're there now. DP scouting them out.
Run away.
No one.
Run away,
Trying to hide into the trees. He's good. Should be good. Throws the last Doppel, throws him into the creep wave, and so. Close. Gem now picked up by Vega, wanting to increase their lead, make sure that they get the map control across the map and not get dewarded too heavily. Rams is now top, getting that tower. SNY finished, he hits level 20 as well, so he gets the attack speed bonus from his talent. Not really choosing to go for the evasion since it's only the Void this game. He wants to just have that more damage team.
Do they pushing on that top end? Low hard dance. Working on the bottom, but yeah, it's just covering the round. Naspo, they're tanking.
That's a gem as well. That's a huge pickoff. That's going to bring them so much map control out of that, actually. And Slayer's been one of the more obnoxious heroes for them this game. And Lil now surpasses Pasha in net worth. Pasha's not really showing that he needs all that net worth, though. I mean, the reason that he's so underfarmed is because of that buyback from earlier, and he's been pretty much a sacrificial lamb in this game a bit as the Bat Rider, just blinking in, force-staffing his allies, just trying to get the jumps as best as possible.
This game, this is, you know, it's starting to get worrying for Vega Squadron. The fact that they couldn't break high ground, let alone close this game up whilst they had the lead that they had. Now, yeah, this PL and Sven, absolutely massive horse, you know, at least as big as the cause, if not bigger, especially when you look at the boys. You know, Aloha Dance is the one that they really are relying on in the later part of the game, and he is not quite on par with the farm that Norn and Ramses have.
And a lot of that network too, you know, 13,000 on Nature's Prophet, but Nature's Prophet, it's not like he's like this big team fighter. He's like that split push with Slayer mid. Lynn's going to try to just push the creep wave out.
That was a question mark.
That's a Rose Shop as well, isn't it? And I think Ramses with God Strength and with the Crystallis.
He's going to capitalize on it and do both.
Yeah, oh no! Down quite easily now, and that's Aegis and Cheese. That is pretty much all of the lead for Vega gone, and they're trying to force bottom during this. They know they're doing Roche, trying to get as much as they can. Oh goodness, this is not good enough for Vega. But now they're pushing bottom pretty hard, getting as much damage possible, but the glyph comes out. Will now already set up, as well as Pasha. And Vega needs to get out of there. But the wards doing quite a lot of damage. Might be able to claim this here really as well.
Oh, the deny by
how much damage? The 92 hit deny through the Lich Armor. Got it. More setup coming out for the side of VP. Blink Dagger picked up for Lil. And I think that's a BKB as well finished for Afterlife now. At least he's got that going for the Nature's Prophet. And yeah, Ramses really getting quite massive now.
Oh, it really
with
is.
this small crit building into the Bloodthorn next for that silence, and Slayer on top of a ward, on top of a sentry as well. He might get jumped on, but okay, he blinks and jumps out backwards right away.
Close. They need their full 5-man Vega Squadron for sure at this stage.
They're taking out the Shrine. The Afterlife needs to but no, they actually find Aloha with the Bat Rider last one.
He may be forced to buy back. We'll see how much pressure they can put on VP.
I think they just want to clean up the tier 2s first, though. But
okay.
I'm not going too much for that high ground. At least the Nature's Prophet took out one of the shrines that VP has, so a little bit more gold since they got that tier 3 earlier. But yeah, VP, they look like they are going to go continue to try to force something out of that mid lane. I didn't think they would, though. No one doesn't care. He's just
no one's going.
No one's going in. Ramses is going all the way back.
Is that what you did, fool?
He's got Aegis. He's trying to get as much damage as possible while that boy's down.
Where's Ramses at?
Ramses is running all the way to the base to push out top wave because that tower died.
I mean, Afterlife is looking for the rat.
He's got the +4 treants too. Does decent amount of damage, but Ramses quickly cleans up everything, and that's a lot of farm. And here he goes. He's trying to go for the ring.
Afterlife, yeah, can Ramses catch Afterlife?
No one. Actually, looks like he might get this tier 3.
It is. They can't keep him off it.
Force the blip. Boys respawning. Now they just get back. That was a great usage of time there by VP. You don't see a lot of teams like really abuse it like that. That's a really good example of how this team is so good.
Oh no. He's just come back in the game. He's going to be fine though. Drops the Chronos only onto 1.
That's the gem.
The center did come out. They didn't find the chance to get Slayer in a perfect position for it. But yeah, it's one, but it's just okay. Being the gem is a nice one. They go back in and they stick the Hex onto on Lil with the explosion. Oh man, Stylus, no one just charges straight back in, and that is a dead Shadow Shaman. There buys time with the Sandstorm, has to back away as he gets dusted up. The Nether Wall taken down. G to be chased. Lil rolls forward, blinks in, has got the stone ready. Boulder smash into the Silence again, allowing for no one and Ramses to close in. That TP ain't gonna save you, son.
There's no buyback on the Pugna either. This could just be a Rax here for VP, but they actually start porting back with no one. Don't want to get ratted up too hard by this.
Turning around this time, but still Ramses head back, no one push on. This time they switch it up. That buyback spooks them straight away. The Ramses will respect it. Backs away after the Shaman buyback is
They have
played.
completely closed the gap, though. If you look at net worth.
I mean, this is the power of BP.
Yeah, look at this. They're actually ahead now by a tiny little bit. Swinging back and forth. Beautiful stun silence by Lil. And G doesn't have BKB during this, so he just has to run the hell away. And quickly gets caught up by Third Spirit. Another beautiful stun coming out and brought down.
Yeah, the Lil Spirit definitely one of the, if not the scariest in the CIS scene.
Mm-hmm.
And this game we're certainly seeing why. Still a tier 1 to take. VP.
Poor Aloha, he's just getting lassoed over and over again, getting picked off instantly in these fights. He's got the Lincolns now at least to deal with that, but there are quite a lot of ways for them to break it. Not through the BKB though. It's only the lasso to break through that BKB. I guess Chain Frost too, but Solo's actually, I think, been using Chain Frost on pushing creep waves out in some of the situations.
It's a full Scotty can keep for no one.
Oh man, he is so durable now. 24 armor. Aegis still on him.
4k HP.
Yeah, Cheese still in his inventory or in his backpack.
Probably not too long left on that Aegis.
No, it's going to be going down in about now.
Oh, there we go. Not too long at all.
Top lane though, no one. They get jumped here. The Void's in position this time. They know it's real.
They're struggling.
He's very tanky.
Where's Waldo? They're not very good at.
Oh goodness.
All right, and now they may just all die. There's one of them down. Shaman's gone. I'll take down the Nether Ward BKB. Followed by Ramses as he himself doesn't actually need to pop the BKB. Yeah, he just leaves him with the stun. Slayer War slides to the right. Chain Frost to the backside. Dead.
Yeah, that's. They got the chrono, but there's like 9 illusions there.
Yeah, it was like, well, which one do I hit now?
And they're also tanky. You see the Nether Blast comes out from G, and they're like,
yep.
Oh god, that didn't help us figure out which one it is at all.
Should have built a Battle Fury.
Full Bloodthorn now on Ramses, and he's also building toward his own Lincolns. Bottom lane, it's just the two of them down here. No one looks like he wants to start. Just run in on them and pick the fight.
Just join the line, and he's going to charge in, boys. Just choo-choo it down there front.
No fear.
Right.
But they just TP out and it's fine. Cleaning up those trees. They don't take out the rain tracks. But now mid lane. Ramsey's going in. There is a clip available for Vega. And with the continuous Aghanims pugging the drain, it is a bit obnoxious. But here comes no one to the fray. Bots is back in.
This, G trying to give them the suck, but they're just too thick.
He doesn't even care when he gets drained. He has so much magic resist from the talent and just the sheer amount of HP that he has. It's quite negligible. 2k lead now, 3k for VP, and now they're able to start claiming some shrines. And now I feel like there's a very much so lack of damage coming out of Vega. Like, how do they kill this Sven into BKB, and then how do they kill PL period?
I don't think they do. Oh, Zaya species.
They don't have the gem anymore though. It was recovered by
Ping pong. Now on the top lane.
Oh, this is so much information. VP's gonna run right up here and take a fight.
Dead Shadow Shaman, or maybe not. Fight by oh, he's healing him up. She's not died. Don't die, he's done. But the Boulder Smash comes out onto 2. BKB popped by a lower dance. He's got the chrono. He doesn't want to chrono those illusions. He didn't have fun with it last time, so he will just simply disengage. Zayats isn't going to be as lucky as Lil, and no one come back in for the kill.
G instantly uses bots towards bottom, joining with Afterlife, but no one is already there.
Oh god, we got to run. We got to get out of here. Bail, there's a PL. Oh, they just let the illusions beat down on him. That's been no one's like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to come back with the real hero and finish him off. He's dead.
right in circles.
Look at that. He's just playing with his food here. No one.
That's just VP in a nutshell right there. super confident team.
And rightfully so when you see the sort of a comeback that they made in a game like this.
Yeah. Afterlife trying to find Ramses. He doesn't have the Quelling Blade, so he could have gotten Sprouted, and with the rotation from Void, might have been able to get it, but quick blink out. And Roche is respawning in 20 seconds. And G's not going to be up for that one. He's dead for 55 seconds. He'll be dead for 35 still when that Roche spawns, if VP's able to scout it right away. But VP doesn't seem to want that. They are going straight for that mid-racks. They know the Glyph is still on cooldown for a couple more minutes. Oh, no hesitation.
Go, boys. Ramsey down the mid lane. They had that buyback.
They're going to go
holding on to it. They are, certainly, with this God Strength and this amount of punch that Ramsey's in no one have. They're looking to take a second set of racks.
I think he had to buy back.
I mean,
They're losing 2 sets now. I think they just didn't lose this game now.
I guess they're just feeling it's game over. G, no interest in paying to play.
No one gets double wall played again. Now they push out the top lane from Afterlife, and yeah, now let's look at that.
The rat! Here we go!
He's trying, but he might just pay with his life here.
Oh, run!
The blink is up in 2 seconds.
I'm out of here, boys! Oh, he's got me!
Goodbye.
Oh, sick juke.
Still tanky.
Oh boy, he's out. He's out, all right.
Okay. He's still very tanky with that Solar Crest, and the God Strength is on cooldown. Well, does a decent amount of damage to the Rex, but yeah, the lines are drawn. Ramsey just he draws all around their enemy throne.
It's past his bedtime, you know. Let's get this one shut off.
I mean, it's a pretty incredible feat when you look at just the graphs too. It's just like a steady incline for VP in the last 10 minutes or so.
Classic VP here, showing us why they are such an impressive win rate with this lineup.
They just wanted to take it to the late game, yeah.
Yeah, they were fine with being nearly sort of crushed in the other game. It's a very solid start for Vegas. It'll be really nice at the beginning of these. Why? Get out of there. You gotta run, Aloha.
Full butterfly on no one, and now.
Oh, he's got a chrono and run. He has to.
I think they're pretty happy with that bottom lane, though. Looks like they're getting
fine.
some disable onto solo. Oh, they might get solo, but no one's coming into that to kill Zions, at least. G has the BKB, but he does not have bots to get away now. They're going to chase him down. Players coming in to try to help him.
Oh, it's a nice epi. Just a shame that no one has 4,000 HP and doesn't give a damn. Yeah.
And G might get this on Lil. Nope. No one able to clean him up. And Slayer as well might go down here.
Sick jukes.
There's a Yule Scepter. Do they have the diffusal charge in time before the blink? No.
Get him.
Ramsey's in the base on Aloha. Actually just picks him up by himself with the Bloodthorn silence. Void had no BKB up.
Oh, this game's getting a bit silly now.
I think Vega's realizing they just can't come back to this versus this enormous
the buyback.
Phantom Lantern has to buy back.
Oh, because Pasha was playing right up to the fountain there. Afterlife, is he all right? I don't think he is. Or is he?
Another stun.
Oh no, he is not all right. Runs the. Oh, he's trapped in with him.
And they take out Slayer.
Oh, everybody's dying on Vega Scorch. And there comes the GG. It's finally over. VP will claim the second game. And as we said, Vega Scorch is more of a solid showing at the start. But at the end of the day, it just goes more to a testament of how good the team VP are recovering from that sort of situation. Fashion as well. I mean, there was literally that point of the game where Ramses had the same amount of farm as the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
And bam.
I think
back up to any place that you want that Sven to be and beyond it as well.
Yeah, they caught up so much.